You decide to change, but you keep facing the rubber band effect. You're in this constant cycle of failure and relapse. You go to the gym, you start losing weight, start eating healthy, maybe for a week or two, and then it just takes 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, and you just binge eat. You stop training. You make an effort to be more focused, be more social, get work done, be more disciplined, and you relapse on pornography, wasting your whole day in your dark room. The cause of your failure is not a lack of effort. It's because you haven't changed your self-image. No matter how much self-improvement you try, if you still see yourself as the same weak person, you will always revert back to it. But the truth is that your self-image can always be changed. So this is why your identity keeps you stuck. A lot of protagonists didn't just become powerful overnight. Sun Jin-woo was a perfect example, right? He was an Irate hunter, the weakest hunter in the world. But his transformation happened when he was presented with the opportunity to change. Now, was that because of him, or was that because of the system that he was given? If he wanted, he could have stayed complacent and stayed whichever level he wanted to be at. But he constantly grew. Why? We tell ourselves, I'm the fat kid. I'm bad at math. I just don't have discipline. I struggle with discipline. These thoughts, these things that you say reinforce your self-image. So when you try to improve, your mind, your subconscious sees it as a threat to your identity and makes you revert back to what it thinks your true identity is, the weaker version of yourself. And no, this isn't about saying positive affirmations and thinking positively. So you're probably thinking, well, how do I change my self-image? Number one is stop making excuses. Success is not genetic, it's built. There is no inheritance, none of that. People earn their way. People make it happen. So if you are in this mindset, you got to get out of it. And you got to stop thinking that because of the cards that you're dealt, because of the circumstances you're dealt, that you cannot make it happen. Because let me tell you what I said before in another video. There has been people that have made it with less, and there has been people that have made it with more. So you don't have any excuse. You want to build a vision board or see something that reflects your future self. Find people from history or now that reflects on what you want to be, the qualities you want to have, the things you want to achieve. Study their qualities, their habits, their mindsets. Learn their origin story, how they went from nothing to great. Feed your brain possibilities, because your mind needs evidence that your dream is possible. So watch people that exemplify the characteristics that you want and study them so deeply that if you were in a tough situation, you know what exactly they do. And there's a way to make success automatic, to make winning automatic, and this is how you do it. Our brains naturally are problem solving machines, so success can be automatic, but so can failure. Our minds work like a missile that follows. Guided missile, I think is what it's called. So if you focus on failure, your mind will direct you towards it. If you focus on success, your mind will seek ways to achieve it, which is why you must have a target. So if you don't set a clear direction, your mind will revert to old habits, right? Let me give you a perfect example. I want to eat healthier. I want to go to the gym, but I don't meal prep. I'm too lazy to cook. So guess what? When there's no food and I'm too lazy, I'm too tired to make anything, guess what I'm going to revert to? The chicken patties that are in the freezer, the cookies and chips that are in the pantry, because they're easily accessible. They're way faster than me having to cook something. Number two is you want to trust yourself and the process. Overthinking and anxiety block success. A perfect example is when I was boxing, people would ask me, hey, your fight is coming up. Are you nervous? How are you feeling? I never told anybody I was nervous. I always said I was excited, because honestly, when you think about it, the emotion you get that is nervousness and the emotion that you get that is excitement, at least to me, are the same emotion. But it's the mentality and mindset that you have behind it that in which you choose to resonate with, because nervousness comes from a place of a losing attitude. You don't know what the outcome's going to be, but when you say excitement, you're looking forward to setting a performance, you're looking forward to doing something great. But instead of visualizing what can go wrong, visualize what can go right. And imagination is key to success, because your brain cannot tell the difference, and I've said this before, between what's fake and what's reality, right? And what I mean by this is that you imagine an argument that you had in the past, your heart rate starts to spike, you start to get a little hot, you start to feel that emotion of anger, whatever it is. Are you in an argument right now? No, but you're imagining it. If you visualize success in the same way, your subconscious will figure out ways to act on it. So how do you activate this success mechanism? Set a clear target, like the solo leveling system, like missions and quests and challenges that you have to make for yourself to grow. Visualize success daily. See yourself as the higher self. Already act like that. Already be that person. You gotta all the greats, like I said before, believe they were great before they went on to do great things. So you got to carry that same attitude with you. Take action without overthinking and trust the process. Cut out negative inputs and stop reinforcing failure. because it's comfortable. And track your stats, track your progress, and hit new benchmarks. And what you need to understand about failure is that just because you face failure doesn't mean that it's a reason to quit. A lot of times people stop right before the breakthrough when they are almost there. You need to redefine failure and realize that it doesn't mean that you're not meant for success. It's just feedback for adjustment. If you fail, take pride in it. It means you tried and that you cared. And a lot of people haven't even done that. And you got to stop thinking and just do. A lot of people think too much and act too little. The better version of yourself doesn't hesitate, doesn't slow down when they see an opportunity to level up. They take it. So stop overanalyzing, stop overthinking, and get out of your own way. And you want to have a constant mental reminder of your future self, whether that's you writing down your goals, whether that's you putting it up on your wall, whether that's you having a vision board, whether that's you carrying it in your pocket of what you're going to do every day. You got to act out success in your mind before it happens. Picture yourself training, improving, and becoming unstoppable. And let's be honest, bro, you don't need more inspiration. You don't need more motivation. You don't need another self-improvement podcast or video. You need a new identity. Because if you see yourself as a beast, you'll act like it. If you see yourself as unstoppable, you won't hesitate. So stop trying to be disciplined and just be a disciplined guy. Change your inner dialogue. Make improvements on your current self and make excellence, make greatness the norm. And as we conclude this, the reality is that you're either leveling up or staying weak. The choice is yours. Drop a comment on what you plan to work on after this video if you're serious about changing. And that's pretty much it, man. My love, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Support your boy, and yeah, man. Peace.